Okay, I'm doing this very last minute, but I'm going to be predicting UFC Fight Night. Steve Garcia versus David Onama. I'm just going to be doing the main card because the prelims have been going on and they're currently happening. And they're going very boringly. But I'm going to be predicting the main card in this video, starting with Alan Nascimento versus Cody Durden. Not going to be super detailed, so I apologize for that. But I think Cody Durden is a veteran in the sport. He's been doing this for a long time. He's durable, but his chin is going down the drain a little bit. He has a lot of volume. He has good power at times. He strikes at a volume that gives a lot of people problems, and I like that about Cody Durden a lot. He's very tricky, but he's had weaknesses in the grappling before. Alan Nascimento is a very good grappling game. He's more in his prime. And I think Cody Durden's kind of getting to the end of his career where he's taking more damage as fights go on. He's been getting KO'd more often. I expect his cardio to start to dwindle a bit as time goes on as well. I think I'm going to go with Alan Nascimento by grappling, sadly, because I think Cody Durden could beat him on a stand-up fight, and I think if it stays on the feet, Cody Durden will pick him apart. But Alan Nascimento isn't a slouch on the feet by any means, and his grappling is just more efficient, and his age is pointing me to the fact that Allen's probably going to be able to take him down, hold him down, keep him down, and make it a boring decision like most of the fights on this card have been. So yeah, sadly, I'm going to go with Alan Nascimento. This card sucks. Next, Charles Radke versus Daniel Frunza. So, Charles Radke's very powerful, but he's been getting opponents that are very good. And let me reset. Charles Radke, he's very powerful, and he has losses in the UFC, but his losses aren't that bad when you consider who they are against. He got obliterated by Carlos Prates, which isn't that bad. He got pieced up and I think he got shinned by Mike Mallet, which isn't that bad considering Mike Mallet just beat Kevin Holland. Daniel Frunza, I just don't think is very good in any way, shape, or form. I don't think Daniel's going to be able to chin Charles Radke like these other extreme, powerful, fucking good prospects in the division have done before. Charles Radke's a powerful guy. He's in his prime. He's a passionate man, to say the least. And I think he's going to be able to put his power to good use against Daniel Frunza. I don't trust Frunza's chin very much. I don't trust his grappling as well as one would think, even though he has pretty good grappling. I think Charles Radke's the right pick in this situation. Next, Isaac Dulgarian versus Yadir Deval. I'm gonna go with Isaac Dulgarian. I think Isaac Dulgarian. Dude, this entire card's gonna suck. It's gonna be so boring. I'm predicting a lot of grappling matches, and I think Isaac Dulgarian is going to be a better grappler, and he has a great chin, and he has had good fights with really good fighters, like Christian Rodriguez, I believe. He's just good. He's all around good. He's a solid, well-rounded fighter, extreme grappling advantage over Yadir Deval, and I think he's going to utilize that and be able to take him down and hold him down and piece him up on the ground, like ground and pound wise. On the feet, I don't think they're very far off each other, so I'm going to go with Isaac Dugarian to win by grappling edge. Next, Jeremiah Wells versus Themba Garimbo. So Themba is coming off a loss to Vicente Luque by getting dropped and then Darce choked, which at this point in Vicente Luque's career is not a good look for Themba Garimbo, considering Vincente's been on the spiral as of late. His chin's gone out the window. His power is not as good as it once was. He does have that fucking Darce choke to a T, I will say. But Themba Garimbo has made a career out of boring ass grappling decisions. I don't rate Themba Garimbo very highly, and I think Jeremiah Wells is the right build to keep it on the feet for as long as he kind of wants to. And I think it's hard to go against Themba because he does have a really good pace. But I think Jeremiah Wells has a good power. He has good knockout power. Themba just got dropped and Darce choked. I'm gonna go. I just really don't like the pick of Themba Garimbo. I don't like it at all. I think I'm gonna go with Jeremiah Wells to KO Themba Garimbo, keep it on the feet. I just don't trust Themba Garimbo's like. I don't trust him. I just don't trust him to win. He's made close decisions with shit fighters by just holding them down. And the ref will stand it up at times. He's very boring. And he doesn't have a lot out of he has a good grappling game. He can get you down and hold you down, but when he gets there, he kind of just holds you. He doesn't do much damage, doesn't go for any submission attempts. Jeremiah Wells, I don't think he has a great grappling game whatsoever, but he's a powerful, stocky guy. He's going to be able to keep it on the feet And on the feet, I trust Jeremiah Wells to put out Themba Gorimbo. I don't trust Themba's chin. So yeah, I'm going to go with Jeremiah Wells by knockout in the first round. Next, Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Ante Delija. So Waldo Cortez has proven to be an above average heavyweight. He's decent. He's not a fat idiot, but he's not the best, of course. He has a striking game that's pretty good, and he doesn't grapple very much. He range strikes, and he's good with his low kick and his jab and sorts. Ante Delija has had one fight in the UFC in which he knocked out his opponent bad. I like Ante Delija here. I like his power. I like who he trains with. He trains with Tom Aspinall up in his gym. Tom Aspinall said that if Ante Delija gets a title shot, he's going to vacate his belt. I don't really like that as just like as a UFC fan. I think that's stupid. But Ante Delija, I like that the commitment they have to their guy in Tom Aspinall's camp, which is full of extremely good heavyweights. So I like where he's coming from. I like his training. He's well-rounded. He's extremely powerful. Ante Delija has a reach advantage. I'm going to go with Ante Delija to piece up Waldo Cortez Acosta. I don't trust Waldo's grappling to be any useful in this fight against Ante Delija. And Waldo has proven to be just mid, basically. Just in the middle, getting fucking ankle locked by what's his nuts, Johnny Walker's brother, Walter Walker. It's just not, or was that Kennedy Nzechukwu? I mixed them up so bad. That might have been Kennedy Nzechukwu. Either way, Costa, I just don't trust him. I don't trust him to be Ante Delija here. He's very good against fat people. And Ante Delija's not fat. He's well-rounded. He's athletic. He has power. I think he's going to win by knockout in the second or third round. Next, the main event, Steve Garcia versus David Onama. I like Steve Garcia here. I'm a big Steve Garcia guy. I really like his forward pressure. I like how he breaks his opponents. He has a very good, crisp striking game, which has been like shown more in his most recent fights. He beat the shit out of Calvin Kattar, which to me is still impressive no matter where Calvin Kattar is at in his career. Steve Garcia has been doing very good in the UFC as of late. He's very tough. He's been knocked out before, but he has a really good chin, and he's proven that as of late. David Onama, he has good rangy striking. He's kind of a cookie cutter in that way where he has good rangy striking. He's a well-rounded fighter, but he doesn't do anything special. And I really like the weaponized cardio of Steve Garcia to break his opponents. I think that is special. I think someone who can come forward like that, use his Mexican chin and his Mexican cardio to go forward and just break his opponent with pretty fucking elite striking. I really like that. So I'm going to go Steve Garcia to win by outstriking David Onama. David Onama is going to be backing up. He's going to be finding rangy strikes. He has good technical striking ability and good grappling. But as time goes on, I think Steve Garcia is going to wilt him. I think he's going to break him. I think it's going to start getting way harder for David Onama to keep up. And Steve Garcia is going to keep going forward. I think 5 rounds is going to heavily favor Steve Garcia. If it was 3, maybe I'd be telling a different story. But I just like Steve Garcia's chances. Also, this is the worst main event and the worst card I've ever seen in my life, to be honest. So I don't have much passion for this. But I'm going Steve Garcia. I do like Steve Garcia. And if he can beat David Onama clearly, it is impressive. And if he goes on up the rankings, I will not be mad about that. So yeah, I don't think he's going to be anything up the featherweight rankings, but I think he gets past David Onama. So yeah, those are my thoughts about this card. Very last minute. Let me know what you think. I guess we'll know what I think, if it's right or not, in like 10 minutes. So yeah, I'll see you soon.